Hello, I have something quite interesting and experimental to show you, but I wanted to try things out and see where I could get with this. So, tonight, I decided to mess around with trying to make a desktop application. Um, you'll know that I take the music that I play on streams very, very seriously, and I'm always kind of like mad on how hard it is to do that. So, I'm trying to make something that is a little more easy than having to go through a command line interface and or touch portal and that not automatically doing stuff. So I have a very baseline thing right now. I literally just started a couple hours ago. You can see some of the code. Here it is. Here's the window. So it's called slash music. And effectively, what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to combine all the shit that I have to do to get music playing into one thing. So the ideal thing would be that you could just select like a couple of tags and you just press a play button and it plays a playlist of those tags specifically. But there's nothing to like tag the shit, And then even if there was, it's really hard to do because I don't even know how you'd tag that. So that's what I'm hoping I can make an application for. So the idea is you input a folder and all the subdirectories and everything will be scanned or whatever, and it'll pull up all the songs that you got. And then you could start labeling each song with tags. So you could say one song is a happy orchestral song. So if you ever wanted to play happy songs, that would be included in there. But if you wanted to be only playing orchestral happy, then you'd only get like the orchestral songs there. So again, the idea is you just have like a play button. Obviously, this is just kind of UI sort of stuff. So I'll show you what I have right now. I've just been talking. So what I have right now is just a very basic like prototype sort of thing. So I have like a little hover thing. I can select things. I could actually, one thing I was trying to do, you can unselect stuff. You could also hold control and select multiple things. I think that's pretty fun. Thing is, though, if you hold control and then let it go while the window's unfocused, it'll still think you're holding control, which is annoying. You have to press it again to get it to unstick. There's probably some solution to that. I've been looking on GitHub. I don't know how to fucking do that. And then I also just have a little arrow thing that does a nice little rotate when you click on it. So the idea is these would be like expandable. This is basically your folder directory thing. Obviously, this is just a prototype. I've literally never touched desktop applications before in my fucking life. This is my first time trying it out. But I really want to because I really want to just get something that's easily usable, but, can actually access your file system. So I've always considered making a web page that could kind of do this stuff, but it can't automate like downloading from YouTube because that needs YTDLP and the web browser cannot access that. That is not allowed. The web browser has very limited functionality. But this doesn't. This can access whatever the hell it wants. I mean, not technically not. Again, it's bound by the fucking permissions of the operating system. But right now I've just been touching the front end, but there's a Rust backend, which I've never touched the programming language Rust before. I'll have to fuck around and find out. But I'm hoping I'll be able to get stuff to work in that, like, I could press a play button down here. So let me, you know what, fucking, let me pull up Paint real quick. Here's my idea, all right? So, this is the application window, right? You got a sidebar, and you got, like, a play button here, right? Play. And then you got tags here. And then you just like select tags. You select them and you'd be like, all right, this one's selected, this one's selected. And then, I don't know, I'll say fucking 13 songs selected, you know? And then they would show up on the side. So whenever you select tags, it'll show them on the side. So if you want to play a specific song, it'll have the name right here. It'll have like the little, I don't know, Toxic by Britney Spears, you know, all that. It'd have it right there. And then, of course, if you deselected shit, it would just show the entire thing. It'd show the tags that it specifically has, like, a little farther to the right. It'll basically be emulating the file explorer, but, you know, have tags, have the sidebar here, all that sort of stuff. Again, I don't know how it'll work. I don't know if this will ever come to fruition, but this is something I really want. And it'd be really nice to have. So the other thing with playing the playlist, so obviously you could just have this open and you could just like interface with it and press the play button and press the tag things. But the other thing I want to do, I want to see if I can make like a API for it. So if you were, so you could just like pass in a command line argument to select a specific tag. So effectively I could use it in Touch Portal. That's basically the point. So like instead you could just send a command to say select this tag, deselect this tag, play current playlist, or play these specific tags. Like that's the overall sort of thing that I want to be able to do. I'm not going to save that piece of art. I'm sorry. But anyways, this is a desktop application. Look, it's got like my nice little icon here. It's got a little thing down here. It's an actual window. You could resize it. It does actually, you know, it does some interesting stuff. Right now it kind of like wraps. And that's kind of cool, but not really once like it actually becomes functional. But that's what I got going so far. I'll just talk a little bit about what I'm using for it. I'm using Tauri. Tauri. And effectively, Tauri is a alternative to Electron. And if you don't know what Electron is, that's like what Discord's made out of. It's effectively a web browser as an application. But yeah, that's basically it. It's a web browser application. This is also a web browser application in technicality, but Tauri does it differently in that it doesn't use all your fucking resources by using Chromium, basically. But it allows me to get more experience using React. This is actually compiled React stuff. So it's next.js. Obviously, you probably not. This will go over your head if you fucking have no clue. I assume it probably will for most people because it would go over my head. But Next.js is what I'm building my website out of. So by using Next.js in my application, I both get experience in web development, in the front end sort of stuff, and, you know, I start getting a desktop application that can actually do more stuff than a website can do. I mean, that's like part of the reason why Discord insists, like, when you're on browser, like, hey, by the way, you could download the application. But Discord is just fully front end. This wouldn't work on a web page. I mean, the front end would, but it wouldn't do anything if I decide to have like a play button that plays through VLC Media Player, kind of like how OBS does it. I'm gonna have to look into that. I'll see if I could do that. That'd be nice. But obviously, this is completely new territory for me. I don't know if it's going to be possible for me to do this. I don't know how hard it'll be. I don't know how much time I'm going to be putting into this as opposed to like everyone votes and YouTube, stuff like that. But I want to see where this goes, you know? This would be really nice to have. And this is like, there's just an empty void here. I need something. I mean, hell, if you know an application that does what I'm describing here, fucking let me know. Please. I need it. But otherwise, I'll be making it myself. And, yeah. But that's pretty cool. I think it's kind of nice. Look at all this. Look at the little transition it has. And I get to select it and everything. But I think what I got is cool. I'll try to fiddle around with it some more. I'll get a sidebar going. I'll try to get some tags going. I'll see if I could get, because again, it'll have to like read a folder and read all the subdirectories of that folder and then display it here. That's gonna be really difficult. I don't know how to do that whatsoever, but we'll see. Anyways, this is one of my longest dev updates. I just wanted to talk about this because it's completely new. It's kind of fun. Anyways, Scotty.dev/for the Discord. Bye.